Hello, and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. And in this episode, we are going to bank some power as we are going to build an incredible quantity of batteries with an expansion to our asteroid base. But we just must first appreciate the view we have here. The game can be so pretty sometimes. But we are in the spectator camera, and here is our asteroid that we are making into an awesome base. Now, I do have a blueprint on here right now that's just a little bit ahead, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. This is my idea of where I'm going to expand out the industry of the base. So we're going to come along this hallway here. We'll come down here, take a left, go down some ramps and stairs, which should be wide enough for us to drive a little rover around the base maybe. And we're going to have an assembly room, which will give us a whole bunch of monitors and such, and then assemblers on advanced rotors that are spinning in place looking all cool. And then down here, we'll have a big room of refineries with 5 refineries with yield modules on them to give us maximum quantities of gold and such, with 6 of them with a combination of speed and power so that we can get maximum just stuff done. And then I'll do some conveyor sorters to do like stone and iron over here, while everything like the rarer materials over onto this side. However, that's for the future. We are not going to be doing that right now. What we're going to be doing today is right in this area, we're going to be making a battery bank, as well as underneath the hangars, we are going to add on some additional build and repairs so that we can get this place building a bit quicker. So let us go to our projector and let's get that particular blueprint that I just made on. Multiple grids are not supported. That is fine. That's because the solar tower is part of that blueprint, so it keeps trying to do the solar tower's multiple grids. But you can see here the industry area is removed for now, but I just put that in there just as I was testing to see if it actually got underneath the tunnel here and got over into this other side. But we can see we have a nice room right here that we're going to start to build up, as well as several more build and repairs. They're going to be, I'd like to do a pair under each of the hangar bays. One pointing towards the tunnel and one pointing towards the base, and they're set up so that each of them, the one pointing towards the base is offset slightly that way, and the one pointing towards the tunnel is offset slightly that way. So that way they're going to cover the entire base area, as well as all of them will overlap in the hangar bays. So if you come in with a damaged ship and you turn on your repair projector, you should be fully repaired in like 2 minutes. So it's going to be awesome. What we can do here is, with that projection in place, we can get all of our build and repairs back on, and very quickly the build and repairs should build the build and repairs, and then we can add those build and repairs to the build and repair group to get the build and repairs working even faster. It's so many build and repairs that are going to be occurring, and it's going to make this this entire base building process even faster, which is awesome. So those should be coming along nicely. If we look into our thing here, we can see, these are the new ones. Build and repair base, all the incomplete tunnel. Those are the ones pointing towards the tunnel, and the ones pointing towards the base are called base ones, where this one here is the build and repair right here. I should call that build and repair temp, as that one will eventually be removed, as we're not going to need it forever. But while that is getting started, we should get around to myself. I can work on getting some of this stuff started. I do. We have some steel plates on me, though I do want more so I can get more of this area going. 12k. Why, I don't mind if I do. I'll take a few of those. That is the benefit from me going and saying on my personal one, I said like make 50,000 steel plates, and it used the vast majority of them. But I'm gonna just queue up another 25k or so, as we're gonna need them. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We will need that many steel plates. There's so much steel that needs to be done here. Not this way, this way. And through that rock. So we need a mining ship to go and dig out this rock. And we'll have to go out and around and dig it out from the other side. Out the exit here, and we'll fly down in the little tunnel that we made just recently so we can get this excavator ship into the base. Now, very shortly, I should maybe do that. Maybe I should do that this episode. What I'd like to do is I'd like to design a little rover that essentially could fit inside of these alleyways here, like these hallways. Because then I could just drive the little rover around and use it to tunnel out stuff. So it would just be a tiny little rover with a couple drills on it like this that I would use to right-click away tunnels and areas. And what I could do is put artificial mass blocks on it, and then it would be able to operate in the artificial gravity field that I have here. But we'll get the little bit slowed down here. We'll start to move our way, digging out this new pathway. Excellent. And we can even jump into our camera here, and we can see the progress we're making. So we're going to need to go a little bit further, and then turn right and double back around. Now, realistically, what I could also do is, this is a fairly defined area. We could sick a drill system on this, and that would give us some stone and therefore iron out of it as well. Oh, I might want to get the resources from this. That might actually be a really good idea. Let's do that. We'll just leave this thing parked right here for a minute. Stay. Good ship. Thankfully, it doesn't have mass block, like artificial mass block, so it's not affected by gravity, even though the artificial gravity is here. So it's not wasting any fuel just sitting there. Although, how much power does it have? Should have 11 hours. No need to worry about it. Okay. So, drill system. Let's grab one of those. We have steel plate to get this started. Question is, where do I have conveyor in this area? I have the conveyor junction there. I have conveyor here. I could place the drill back there where it was, and I believe it should be able to reach over and cover this entire area from that position. So I could get that started. Why not? Alright, let's go do it. Alright, sorry, interior wall. I'm probably going to have to turn off the projection here for just a moment so that I can get this built without the thing yelling at me. There's the conveyor buried in the stone there. We'll throw, I guess, just a tube, as it's a little bit cheaper than a junction. And get the drill system back on top of it, like so. That is facing upwards, left, right. Yep, that is pointing in the right way. Ah, drill system, I knew I wasn't done with you yet. And the build and repairs should get that going. And now I can turn the projection back on. Projection base onwards. Come on, drill system. You can do it. And let's go map its stuff to here again. So, drill. There's going to be so many drill systems. Drill system. Base. There we go. And there you are. So, offset, left, right. And we'll just get this all mapped in here. Front, back decrease. And on this will be width, increase, decrease, height, increase, decrease, and depth, increase, decrease. Width as well. Show area on and off, and drill. Toggle block on and off, and we'll set it to drill, because we want it to get everything. Everything. Yes, very good. Alright. Let's show area. Show area on off. That's what I wanted there. Base. Show area on off, and this is toggle block on off. Okay. Pressed one of my macro keybinds, and that was not pleasant. Base, drill system, area width, probably too big. Oh, yes, way too big. We want to greatly shrink this down in terms of its up and down. Shrink, 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 shrink. As we just want it to mine out our little area. Theoretically, this is 3 blocks high, so it should be 7.5 meters tall. So I believe we can just go into there and go directly to this and go, say, 8 meters tall. That's about what we need. And then we can move it up and down into position like so. So that's halfway into this block, halfway into that block at the top and the bottom. That should be mining out all of our workable space that we need, considering that all these areas here, the reception is 3 blocks tall, but all the other areas are going to be 2 block tall. Excellent. Other than that, I believe that's the largest width we can set it to, right? 75 by 75. Yep. And now just to do the offsets here. Slide it on over into position. That's going the wrong direction. We'll need to go over there in a bit. But for now, our main focus is getting this side all dug out. So, that is halfway through that block. Very good. That's up and down. We don't need to worry about that. And then slide it on forward until we reach this block at the end. Excellent. And we get a little bit of overlap here. That's fine. This area will actually be dug out for use in the future when I have that staircase going down. So this is fine if this little bit gets dug out. It's not going to matter. But this also will get dug out, and that is useful, as I will eventually be putting a little cafeteria or something there. So let us go and trigger that thing on. and start gathering. Geez, the noise. Now, it probably is a little bit noisier for me, but it's nice to have this nice and quiet. Excellent! We are drilling away. And in the meantime, we can manually come in here and get some of these interior plates, some of these things started. Also, turn this thing's area, show area off. Thank you. Interior plates. I have none. No. Personal. Make me plates. Thank you. Some of these things I'll just never run out of, so might as well make like thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Oh no, it's stealing my plates. It's probably doing it for some nefarious purpose of using itself to build and repair. I'll steal like, I don't know, 50 of them or so. That should be enough. There we go. Check here with my spectator camera. How you doing building repairs? Oh, they are all online. Hell yes. Okay. Build and repair. We have the base group, which is the ones facing towards the base. They are offset by 30 meters that direction. And the ones for the tunnel are offset 30 meters in their direction as well. And we'll take all of those and the ones in build and repair group 1. We are going to add all of these to build and repair group 1 as well, so they call for materials as they need them. And then toggle all of them on. And so we should see all of these things sending out massive quantities of nanites and really starting to build shit super fast. Oh, hey. Oh, what the? What the? I have a block here that is the wrong kind of block? Really? Oh. Oh, that really... Oh my god, and because I had symmetry mode off one time, it's also over there. Oh my god. Really? That's gonna hurt me. That's gonna hurt my soul. Sound volume, please be 10. Be quiet for me. I 100% need to fix that. And what you... Okay, where is that? It is in the washrooms underneath that wall. Okay, let's go get that. I cannot stand for that being not proper. So it should be right here if I did that correctly. Yes, right there. So I'm gonna punch through that. Punch through that thing. No, don't rebuild it. Do not, under any circumstances, rebuild that thing. Okay. Boom. Put a normal light armor block there. Now it'll fix that up. Now for the other side. I'm gonna have to change that in my blueprint. Should be mirrored, so right here. Yep. There we go. Now it's a normal light armor, and if I check, normal light armor block. Absolutely wonderful. I so need to change that blueprint. I'll get to it in the future. But oh my god, look how fast this builds when you have all these build and repairs going like crazy. That is awesome. And this thing is digging stuff out pretty quickly. Oh yeah, this is starting to be the room that will have all of the batteries in it. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, that's the main goal for the next bit here, is we can really start getting our industry functioning. Because once we get our industry functioning, we can do the cool things like doing remote tech. But until we get industry going, we're not going to be there. I am going to, I think, also, warning, flashing lights here. I'm going to punch my way through, because I want to get into that room right now. Can I get in there, please, before this gets sealed off? Thank you. Thank you. And... aha! There we go. I'm in. Not sure what that really does for me, but at least I am in. Very shortly, it's going to seal off that wall, and I won't be able to get in anymore. All right, let's make our way to the door here. Oh my God, this flashing light is too much. And right along here, eventually, I remember there being a door somewhere along here. Wait, did I not? I did put one. I might have just gone upwards. Yes, I did. So I'm not following the base anymore. It's down here, the door. Come on. Where are you? Did I not put a door in this? I'm so totally lost. Where did I put this door? It is right there. Oh, it's just... oh, it's right there. I did uncover it. There we go. Come on. There it is. There is a seat in here, eventually, once you get to it at least, that you'll be able to control all the batteries from. And what I should be able to do is clear out this initial bit of stone and be able to lay out some blocks in order to get to it and get it started. Because you need to have the connecting blocks. But here we can come along this way and do this all the way up to the point at which we get to... oh, nice. All this is already cut out already. We get to this and we can get that building. Excellent. Well, I'm going to let that build for a minute here, as it is building quite handily, but is a little too flashy in that area right now. And I'm going to come back once that is nicely excavated and the room is built out. And it's been maybe 10 minutes since I left you guys. The build and repairs have been working away like crazy. And we're just going to go park up our little drill ship here back into the base. I love just being able to turn off the backwards thrusters and coasting my way around as we come on in for a docking. And holy crap, having that many build and repairs makes life pretty fast and pretty easy, as they build things. They build things super quick. As you can hear them even just now. You are quite loud, you silly build and repairs. And dock. Let it settle and then lock up. Wonderful. So I believe what we're running into right now is a limit, essentially. These are all... did we set these? Oh, their volume is still high. Why is your volume so high? Now you should be lower. Yes, okay, good. We're running into a limit here. We simply don't have enough steel plates. It's ridiculous. Like, with so many goddamn steel plates that we need to build this entire project. But it is coming along, and it is coming along nicely. This has dug out this area. Eventually, this will be our stairs down into industry. And it has also gotten a bit further with this, getting all the way into here and getting that light on. So I should get that light. There, your light, and I should increase its radius to max. Give me all the interior lights that are on this grid, please. There we go. And now we can see what's going on in here. So, build and repairs are still, of course, building this out, doing a pretty darn good job of it. And the drill system is still taking its sweet time getting this all out. But there at least is some room in here so we can start installing massive quantities of batteries. And I did deposit all of my stuff. Actually, when I walked away from the game to let it work on drilling that out for a bit, I kind of just let my character die. And so all my stuff was dropped, and I came back and I'm like, oh god, where's my things? And they just were sucked up by the build and repairs and put into the storage here. So I need some steel plate, and I need to grab some of this as it comes through. That industrial cockpit, that's on the jump jack. I should go and steal that, as I need some plate in order to start putting in these batteries. Just to start them, that's all. There we go. Grab that extra plate and go to my personal assembler. And again, we'll need about 50. Make sure to grab them before the system grabs them. And come on, just give me a few more. 60 will be fine. Let's go place some batteries. So, I already have a design layout in my mind of how I want to place them in the room so I can get maximum battery density. Now, I could do it so it would be even more dense. However, I would also like to be able to make the room look cool and be able to walk around in it. So what we're going to do is we want the batteries to be facing upwards. And do I want power in the middle or power along the top? I think I want power in the middle being displayed. So we are going to lay out the batteries all along the wall like so. When we reach the sides, we're going to turn them, and we're going to have power going this way as well. And we're going to just lay out the entire wall here is going to be coated in batteries. And of course, they are going crazy with getting built up. This will eventually have them all done. Like so. Now, I want to be able to walk around and get to every battery, you know, in case you needed to maintenance them or do something like that. So down the middle here, we're going to leave a little gap so we have a little bit of room to walk around this control station. And we are going to go this orientation. Yeah, this orientation's good. And we'll do a block of 2. Leaving a 1 gap around them. All the way around like that. And what that'll give us is the ability to see over these, which I think would look cool. If we wanted to, we could add some more along the top, like so. But I think this will be good. And we're going to continue that with another set of 2 there and there. And then here will be the wall batteries going all the way around. In total, I believe is going to be 130 batteries, which if we have 3 megawatt hours each, we should have... what would that be? 130 times 3. I can do this in my head, can't I? God, it would be 300 times 3, 300, then 390 megawatt hours of power, which will be plenty. And with the solar tower getting constant power, this bank should fill up eventually. And then we just have a massive bank of batteries. The idea being that I'd like to write either a script of my own, or have just a simple timer mechanism where when the battery bank gets low, like say down to 25%, which will still mean that there are like 25% would be like there's still like 30 or 40 batteries that are full. So still lots of power. But when we get down there, we would have our solar tower, which we'll eventually build. It'll extend out and unfold. And then once the battery bank reaches, say, 90%, it would retract and pull back in. And so that way, we have sort of an automated thing. And of course, if, say, the enemies come and they're trying to shoot off our solar panels, even if they destroy them, well, I can be like, well, I have, like, a year of power in my base, so you're not going to defeat me just yet. But let's go get ourselves a few more steel plates here. It's kind of silly because in the past, if I needed just a few more steel plates, what I would do is I just go over to some of the floor blocks and I just, grind a bit of them down. Take 20 plates from that, take 20 plates from that, and then I'd use them to place out, and then I'd know that I could just the build and repair would replace them in the future. But now that if I do that, I'm losing steel plates. I can't do that anymore, and it's actually kind of funny. I'll just steal them from the Kopesh and the other place. Come on, give me all your plates, all your plates. What I could do is I could come over here and come to this assembler, go to this, find some iron, yank it into here so it has tons of iron to work with, and then don't use the conveyor system. And now these won't leave. They'll stay there, and they can be just for my personal. Hey, wait. I told you not to use conveyor system. Oh. Do the build and repairs overwrite the conveyor system? I wonder. That is interesting, but we do have 100 plates, so we should have more than enough here. I wonder if the build and repairs can pull past the conveyor system and they, supersede it. That would be interesting to know. But down to here, out to here, and into the battery bank. Hey, all this is now all cut away. And we can continue on with placing our batteries into the bank. And I believe I had the same orientation here. And we'll just continue adding on these batteries till there. And that is one half of the bank. And it'll look like that, the exact same thing, over here, once this is all dug out. Ooh, so much power! I so want to go and take a look, and eventually I believe I'm going to move those LCDs into that particular room, or at least put a copy of that LCD in that room, which will be the battery and power usage LCD that I currently have here. As they've got the battery recharge, current used, they've got all this stuff going on. The statistics for 17 batteries, got the input, the output, the charge, We got my 72 solar panels giving me 11.4 megawatts, which is more than enough to run my base at this time. And slowly, 18 batteries, it is slowly increasing the amount of batteries that I have every single time one of those gets completed. And also, we probably have just all sorts of stone everywhere. Yes, refineries, connectors, everything is just getting absolutely chock-a-block full with stone, and we need to get all of these basic refineries off of that cobalt and get them onto stone, or else we are going to run into some major issues here soon, as we need to get that stone processed. We also are going to need to iron ingots. How many do we have? Large cargo container on the Kopesh currently has 1 million, so we're good on that, at least. So that's good. Get those little bits refined and get those steel plate scraps refined. And excellent. Rest of this is building a whole bunch of materials for the batteries, and my personal is just extra steel plates on repeat just to keep up with demand. Excellent, excellent. Base is expanding as fast as it can. How you doing? You are a little bit further. Might as well get this stuff laid out for it. There's something like almost cathartic, relaxing about just building something in Space Engineers. Just sit back and relax and make a thing, you know? And then you got this beautiful room, quite flashy, but beautiful. And ooh, there could be some, oh, that could be some thumbnail material there. Oh yeah, give me those battery banks. Oh, the power. So, what is going to happen after this is once that battery banks are ready. Ooh, I can actually name this. I'm like ADD here, just like, ooh, I can do that. Font size 2, which is my standard. Text padding 1. We're going to edit that text and go for the battery bank. And alignment center. There we go. And I'll probably, in the future, go for an LCD. And there is some nice LCD panels. I could do the image converter one, and I could put like a power system stuff up here, like a lightning bolt or something like that. Actually, let's see if I can do that right now. Oh god, I'm like so distracted. I'm just like, oh, let's put up a pretty sign. Do I have enough stuff here? I at least have enough stuff to place it. Oh, I don't even have interior plates. Personal, build me a large block LCD, please. And now, I'll just keep right-clicking. Just keep sucking out those materials. I need 2 more bulletproof glass. Ah, there we go. Got enough items to build LCD panel. Oh my god, I'm at 18 energy. I can use this seat. Give me extra power. Something I noticed is if you go into options and you go into audio, you can... what was it? You can get rid of a certain sound. Ship-based speed sounds? No, that's not it. HUD warnings. That's it. That will get rid of the low fuel and stuff like that when you're sitting at your base and you have reactors with low amounts of uranium in them. but it'll also get rid of your, like, HUD warnings, like your low power. So it is both a blessing and a curse. So I'll turn those back on for now. We'll put the LCD panel above there and get that built. And here we can get public text and images, and we want danger? What does danger look like? There's gotta be a cool looking one. If not, I'll just do the whips image to here and get like a lightning bolt or some power utility thing. Add a selection. Danger. Oh, that's kind of silly. It could work for now, at least. What about construction? What does that look like? Nah, danger probably works the best for this. Power station. Battery bank. Danger. But yeah, alright. So what I'm going to be doing with this future stuff, let me just park my character there. So this battery bank is going to reach out to here. Then we got a hallway wrapping around, which allows us access to, if we want to put even another set of rooms all the way around the exterior of this bit. For now, this area is going to be the size of the base, as we are starting to get actually a little close to the edge here. We don't really want to pop out outside of the asteroid just yet. So if we do put a room off to this side, it will be a room that is more over here than it is over there. But this area, we actually have a lot of space. We have a lot of space until we hit the edge of the asteroid. And keep in mind, this is all on a 2D plane that we're talking about. We have more than enough to go several floors down before we hit this, and maybe even we want to hit this, because this is maybe a nice place to have a large ship dock, or we can go several floors up until we start to hit this, which I think this would be the coolest place to have a large ship dock. You have a large ship move in through here, dig away at these a little bit to get a bit more space, and it could come in here, and then this could just be like an open dock that it just sort of, let's see, what aligns me to the flat of the base, like this. So there would essentially just be a hole here, and there would just be a dock it could just fly into and dock up and be a large ship internal dock. And then that way, maybe that's the way we have a nice dry dock. This is just a large ship connector over here and up here, and inside a sneaky little spot we have a hidden hangar where you can come in there or come in here, and you can get inside the base and hangar up in there. I'm thinking this space, which we can actually walk to here or zip on with our jetpack. So we got medical, and I'd like having the idea of this being nice and open right here. I'm not sure what to put here. Thinking sort of common area lounge cafeteria. Like have a cafeteria in the back, have a few, maybe get Esker's decorations to put in, like, I think he has pool tables and stuff in it. And just make this a nice big open air common area. Which, it would be nice for the base. Wouldn't be so always claustrophobic. Right through here. Right here will be the elevator. So this will be the elevator from this point, going up from here all the way up to go to any level of the base that I need. Also all the way up to this level, which will go probably in this way. Maybe this is how we access this upper hangar, and then take a hard left and go this way, which will be how we access the reactor core in this area. So that'll be for the future. immediately, we're going to be putting on the stairs going down here to the assembler and the refinery that I had previously, that I showed you at the beginning of the episode. As those have been designed, they just need to be built. And now that we have all of these build and repairs going like crazy, they will be built extraordinarily quickly. And if we get this stuff built down here with the assemblers and the build and the refineries, with all these build and repairs, we can finally get rid of this temporary pile of stuff. We can have our fifth hangar here, and everything will just get built and done so quickly. And I'm so excited. This base is coming together way better than I expected it to. All the restrictions here of building within the asteroid have been, I think, awesome. And actually really good for me to figure out how to do. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. We have done some good work on the base. I'm going to let this continue to build out. We have the idea of what the eventual battery layout will be, since we got half of it done already. So we'll come back to it being complete with this side of the room as well in the next episode. And we'll continue on with building more of our infrastructure with the refinery and assembly area and getting that excavated out. But for now, thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, Space Engineers.